Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the truth story of Albert Einstein, a man whose name has become a symbol of genius, yet whose life was far more complex, emotional, and extraordinary than most people realize. Many know him as the father of modern physics, the creator of the theory of relativity, and one of the most influential thinkers in human history. But behind the wild hair, the humorous quotes, and the iconic photographs lies a story of struggle, curiosity, rebellion, failure, and an unstoppable desire to understand the universe. This is the whole package of Albert Einstein, the man, the mind, and the truth. Einstein wasn't born a genius. In fact, his early years were full of challenges. As a child, he spoke slowly and preferred silence. Teachers believed he lacked discipline, and some even doubted his intelligence because he questioned everything. But this was the beginning of his brilliance. He refused to accept anything without understanding it deeply. Ordinary answers never satisfied him. He would ask questions most children never thought of, and he continued doing that for the rest of his life. His relationship with formal education was filled with conflict. Einstein hated rote learning and strict teachers. The rigid style of the German school system suffocated his creativity. Instead of memorizing facts, he wanted to understand concepts. Instead of obeying rules blindly, he challenged them. This rebellious nature became a lifelong trait. It didn't make him popular in school, but it made him powerful in science. He learned early that true knowledge comes from curiosity, not obedience. After finishing school, Einstein faced a period of uncertainty. Despite his brilliant mind, he struggled to find a job. No university wanted to hire him. No one saw his potential. His professors didn't like him because he refused to follow traditional academic paths. He was different, and being different came at a cost. Eventually, he took a humble job at a patent office reviewing inventions. Most people would see this as a setback, but Einstein used it as an opportunity. The slow pace of the job gave him time to think, to imagine, and to develop ideas that would eventually change the scientific world. While working at the patent office, Einstein experienced what historians call his miracle year. In 1905, he published 4 groundbreaking papers that transformed physics forever. Each paper challenged established beliefs. One explained the photoelectric effect, laying the foundation for quantum mechanics. Another introduced special relativity, redefining the concepts of time and space. A third provided evidence for atoms, and the fourth contained the famous equation E=mc, revealing the relationship between energy and mass. That equation would become one of the most recognized formulas in human history. What people don't always realize is that Einstein wrote these revolutionary ideas while being virtually unknown, with no position at a university. It was pure brilliance fueled by curiosity, not by prestige or support. Einstein's rise to fame came unexpectedly. In 1919, an experiment confirmed his prediction that gravity bends light. Overnight, his name spread across the world. Newspapers called him a genius. Crowds followed him. His image became iconic, but he remained humble and simple. Fame never changed his core. He still disliked formality, followed his own rules, and valued freedom above everything. Behind his public image, however, he lived a life filled with emotional struggles, broken relationships, and constant inner conflict. His dedication to science often left little room for family life, something he regretted later. One of the most misunderstood sides of Einstein's life was his connection to politics and humanity. Despite being a theoretical physicist, he cared deeply about human rights, peace, and justice. He spoke openly against racism, violence, and oppression. During World War II, when the threat of Nazi Germany grew, Einstein signed a letter urging the United States to develop nuclear research. This letter played a role in the creation of the atomic bomb something he later deeply regretted. He spent the rest of his life advocating for nuclear disarmament and global peace. Einstein never wanted weapons, he wanted understanding, but the world used science in ways he never intended. His later years were marked by a search for a deeper truth, a single theory that could unify all the forces of nature. He called it the unified field theory. Even though he never completed it, this effort showed the heart of who he truly was, a man who never stopped asking questions, even when the world already saw him as the greatest thinker alive. He believed science should always move forward beyond what is known toward the mysteries that remain unsolved. Einstein's personal life was imperfect, fragile, and deeply human. He loved music, especially the violin. He enjoyed simple things, long walks, sailing, quiet moments of reflection. He had a playful sense of humor and often used jokes to explain complex ideas. People close to him described him as warm and kind, yet distant at times. He found comfort in ideas more than people, but he never lost his compassion. He believed that imagination is more important than knowledge because imagination allows the human mind to explore possibilities beyond the limits of current understanding. Even in his final days, Einstein refused surgery that could have saved his life. He believed nature should take its course. He continued writing, thinking, and calculating until the very end. His brain, later studied by scientists, showed unique patterns, but no single feature could fully explain his genius. His brilliance wasn't in the physical structure of his brain. It was in his mindset, his curiosity, and his fearless pursuit of truth. Albert Einstein's story is far more than equations and scientific breakthroughs. It is the journey of a boy who questioned everything, a young man who faced rejection, and a thinker who transformed the world. His life teaches us that genius isn't about perfection. It's about curiosity, persistence, imagination, and the courage to challenge accepted beliefs. Einstein wasn't just a scientist. He was a complete package of emotion, intellect, rebellion, humility, and humanity. And that is the truth story of Albert Einstein, the whole package.